The following program is a podcast1.com production.
And here it is.
Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, now here's Loveline.
With Ricky Rackman, Dr. Drew, and Adam Carolla.
Right on. The first show of 1996. Welcome to the show that is called Loveline. The show that 5 nights a week we take your calls live regarding love, regarding relationships, regarding sex, or why it itches, scratches, burns, and drips. You call us at 1-800-LOVE-191, which is 1-800-568-3191, or you fax us at area code 310-854-4455.
There we go.
Right? I'm
New
Ricky
year.
Rackman with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified internist and addiction medicine specialist, and it is 1996, first show of 96. Last night was a repeat, you know.
You know, if we don't screw this show up, though, we're on a roll. You know what I mean?
Because we were on tape the last 2 nights?
Well, no, I'm saying this is the first show
I see.
of 96.
I see.
Yeah, so
First of a series.
Right, so what I'm saying is we can go all the way through the year without having even a bad call.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we're free and clear.
Right now, 96 has been just
It's awesome, flawless. We haven't made a mistake.
Awesome, and I'll tell you, 95. And I want to talk a little bit about the whole New Year's Eve thing for a little bit, and I want to talk to you guys, about it also. But 95, we were getting ready to do the last live show of 95, and I'm like, man, it's just going to rule. And just the calls, people were just like on lewds, and it was just getting lame. And I'm just like, and that summed up 95.
Really?
Makes sense. And, first I have to welcome Annalo, our producer, back.
That was the problem. Ann wasn't here.
Exactly. Yeah. Who's bummed out because of the Chargers.
Oh.
She's the biggest San Diego Charger fan.
Yeah.
And we know I could give a rat's ass about football, but I saw they got the lightning bolts on their helmets.
Right.
So I was watching it and going, well, this depends whether Ann is going to be in a good mood for, the next month, and they lost, but she's still in an okay mood.
Yeah, she's out of her misery. She knows if not this weekend, then next weekend or the one after that, and I think
they're
I
out.
think she knows.
They're out, period.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was inevitable.
Right.
Let's not torture the poor girl. Let's just have the Chargers fold now.
Excuse me?
And that way she can live her life until next year.
All right.
Oh, she was going to say something. Do you want to say something, Ann?
No, I'll pass on that.
She knows I'm right.
But no, you're not.
Tell me if this happens.
Hey, we went to the Super Bowl last year, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys did show up. That's right.
Jerk.
ESPN, too, had 30 hours of stock car racing, so I was set for New Year's. But let me ask you this. When it's 96, at a new year, does everybody start a New Year's Eve saying, man, this New Year's is going to be good because the last one was crappy? Or was it just seem like what most people said this year? Or do you think that happens every New Year's?
Saying that the previous year was crappy?
Oh, God, this year better be good because 95 sure sucked.
I don't know. For me, it's always a personal letdown for this. So this year I decided it would suck well in advance. And then when it sucked, I was okay with that because I sort of predicted it.
It went up to your expectations.
That's right, which was nil.
And Dr. Drew, what'd you do New Year's Eve?
Went to bed at 7 o'clock in the evening. Got our kids to sleep. We got up and see the parade.
Come on.
You
didn't go outside and start firing guns and stuff?
No, my parents live on the...
Give all the kids little
first of all,
M16s.
my parents live on the Rose Parade route, so we got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get our three-year-old kids out there, and they had a good time. But it was windier than hell that night. I don't know if you people around the country where we had these windstorms that night. And we live way up on one of the hillsides here, and when winds hit, that's when the fires kind of sweep through those hillsides. And it was a scary night for us.
The people on the East Coast are feeling really bad. Yeah, it dropped to 60 this weekend. It was really bad.
Well, no, but wait a minute, Ricky. Let's be fair. If the wind chill factor was in the high 50s.
That's true. I had to put on a parka. But so did you? You didn't even do the countdown?
No.
No countdown.
Slept. No.
What about you, Adam? You did.
I went to some.
You brought it in with some jugs.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I rang in the new year with a big set of jugs. Thank you very much.
Where were you?
I was at a really crappy club in Studio City, just dying to leave.
Is it one of those things that you're always? I mean, how many times have you spent bringing in the new year in a cab or trying to be? Because let me tell you something, okay? I went up to Snow Summit this New Year's Eve. There was no snow in Tahoe, so I said, forget it. We're going to go to Snow Summit, which is I'll tell you, if it doesn't snow soon, California's in some big trouble. But I decided to spend a couple days at Snow Summit. It's 11:30, okay? And I'm in the bar at the ski resort, the lodge, okay? The people that are at lodges at the bars at night are the people that usually live around the ski resorts.
Right.
So aren't necessarily used to somebody with a leopard suit. I had a killer leopard suit. bright red hair. Okay?
Raggedy Andy hair, yeah.
I know, the little kids were going, I'm going, will you make me a balloon animal? They thought I was boasting or
Oh,
something.
they didn't try to beat you up or anything?
Huh? And they did that. So I'm deciding I'm going to leave, right? So at like 1:45, I go to this guy's house that I know lives down the street, and he's there with a couple. So at like 10 till, we're just driving, and I spent it like in our cabin with like 4 people.
That's right.
Bringing the New Year's, watching
I
TV.
thought people were a little bit anxious about the upcoming year. I didn't see a lot of year-end reviews. Mostly, the last 2 days of the year are just packed with year-end reviews of the people that died in '95 and all the great or bad things that happened in '95. And a lot of things happened in '95. A lot of bad stuff.
I think people are sort of getting over the whole thing. I mean, like in the old days, it was like balloons falling, champagne toasting. I
was the
think
80s,
everyone
the old
in
days.
gowns
The old
and
days.
tuxedos.
I watched TV of what they did in Vegas, and I think I got to go to. I've never been to Vegas for New Year's, and I think I'm gonna do it. But you know what? We'll talk about tonight. Did you have like something great or really crappy that you were at the countdown? If you've got any different types of resolutions, and yes, we are going to talk about love because it is Loveline, but any kind of resolutions that you're going to make that might be like, I don't care if I'm going to lose 5 pounds. I don't really care about that because you ain't.
I got to say something that was kind of funny. I did get sex that night about 2 in the morning, and the girl says, well, look at you. We're 2 hours into 96 and you already got laid. And I said, yeah, because usually I got to wait till like April.
And what are you making the motion? You boned down for 96 too?
Yeah, I got it around 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. I boned down. Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, that was you.
That was me.
I should have let you up from the pillow.
Right on. So the number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Maybe we'll talk about what we've got predictions for 96, talking to you about it. And, of course, we're going to talk about love. It's the starting of a new year. You're in a crappy relationship. Get over it. Get out. It's a new year. It's time to wash the clothes. Get it over with, okay? But right now, let's talk to Melissa, calling from Porterville. First call of 96. Melissa, it is about...
I caught my brother masturbating.
So?
What exactly happened?
Well, his room was cracked open.
Right.
And I started to walk in, and there he was.
Was he watching a video or holding a magazine?
No, he was like on the floor.
What did you do?
I just like freaked and like got all embarrassed and took off.
He knows that you saw him?
Huh? I don't know.
So you don't know if he even knows?
Nuh-uh.
Have you talked to him since?
Just like a little bit, but I haven't said much.
Did he seem okay?
Well,
You mean while he was doing it?
No, since he's spoken to her.
He seemed great while he was doing it.
How old is he?
He's 23.
Well, that's a little weird. An older brother. I was sort of expecting like 15 or
She's
something
17.
like that. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, when she was saying I caught my brother masturbating, I was picturing like some 14-year-old guy in the toilet or
Right.
something. He's 23. But you must know that he does this, don't you?
Well, I mean, he could have at least shut the door. I mean, I
Yep.
don't know what to do.
Right. Your brother's okay otherwise? Does he have any other word?
Well, I don't know.
Tell me, what do you think?
Well, I don't know.
What?
He's like a little weird.
In what way?
Like, he seems like to act immature.
Well, he's 23. He's living at home. I mean, that's a little old, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
It's tough out there. She lives in Porterville. There aren't that many jobs.
Give me an example of some of the immature things he's done.
Oh, we're really digging. She caught the guy jerking off. Big deal. I don't think he wanted to get caught. He should have closed the door. I mean, what do you think there's something that weird because she happened to catch him jerking off?
Just maybe not, but it's just the whole situation's a little
Do you guys
bit...
share a room?
No.
No. All right. But I do agree with Drew. She's saying this guy's
Something's
weird.
not-
There's
yes.
more here.
Yeah,
There's
something's
more
not
than
right. Something's
meets the
She's
eye.
a little sister. All sisters think that
No,
brothers
something's
are
up.
weird.
I think this guy may have
You,
molested
Mr.
her
Pro?
or something.
Oh my God!
I think
You-
he did something
you
to her.
were the biggest advocate of masturbating 24/7.
That was 95.
Oh, 90, because you got sex in 96. You got boned in 96, and all of a sudden he's not the J.O. King.
That's right.
Oh God!
Now, even I won't go that far on this call, Melissa, but I'm just curious to what you might be thinking or what you might have been told, perhaps, is quote, weird about him.
Well, I'm kind of scared. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, because, I mean, why would he, like, I don't know. I'm just scared because why do you leave the door open?
Well, how you said it was like cracked open.
All right, what are you afraid of?
Well, I don't know. It's just,
You afraid he's going to come after you in some way?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just afraid he wanted me to see him.
Okay.
All right, but isn't that based on something? I mean,
Not necessarily. I mean, it's something's not right with the behavior. Something's not right with the boundaries.
and it's not based on anything from the past.
Well,
I'm not saying
not
he
necessarily.
molested her. I'm just saying
I think
she's got weird feelings about this guy.
How open was the door? Was the door open more than 2 inches?
Yeah.
So was it open? So do you think he wanted to get caught?
I really don't know.
All right, here's the big question, Melissa. Has he ever done anything in the past that made you feel weird?
Yeah.
Like what?
Just like when we were playing around.
What would he do?
Like, I don't know, just like the way he'd hug me.
All right, so see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
something weird. She feels weird.
So
She's spooked.
at the very least, what you're picking up on is that he doesn't respect the usual boundaries that exist between family members.
He's my, like, stepbrother.
All
right, she thinks
Yeah.
this guy's hot for her, and she's reluctant to say anything.
Do you have another older sibling or anything like that?
No.
Do you have an aunt or an uncle, anybody else you could talk to?
Well, maybe. I don't
cousin?
know. I'm just kind of scared, too.
You need to tell an adult about your feelings here and you should, first of all, never be alone with this guy. Okay?
I know.
Just don't ever be alone with him. And then you should try to tell somebody. I know it might be a little tough to tell your parents because they might become resentful. They might try to blame you. Who knows what their reaction will be. But try to tell another adult, objective family member who can help you, protect you, and maybe they can get the message to your parents.
And he needs to know someone's kind of watching, so
Yeah.
it will squelch any plans he might
You're right.
have of checking you out in the shower or doing another masturbation episode or something like that.
And do not be afraid to
Well,
tell the guy off.
I don't think I could tell my dad, though, because...
I'm not saying tell your dad yet. I'm saying tell somebody else in the family.
And what are they going to tell somebody? That she caught him jerking off, or that he's touching? I mean,
That
is he
he-
touching you weird?
Huh?
Is he touching you weird?
Not now.
But
he has in the past.
Well, kind of, yeah.
How kind of? What do you mean?
Just like the way he'd hug me or something.
It just makes her feel. The
She's getting
the
a
boundaries,
creepy vibe
The
off of
boundaries
this
aren't
guy.
being respected, and I agree with her, and she should be very careful. Okay, Melissa?
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
Is it bad for my dad to walk around in his underwear?
No, that would be normal. Okay?
Okay, then.
All right, good luck.
Bye.
But not with a boner, right?
No, preferably without that. Okay? Okay.
You see, you guys yelled at me, but I was on to something. here.
Ricky's yelling.
He might be wearing like thong, like G-string, like leopard G-string with his big old...
Ricky's yelling at you because you're sounding too much like me.
I know.
That just scares me when you sound
This
like
is 96. It's Drew in stereo now. All of a sudden, Adam had sex once, and now all of a sudden he's not jerking off, and everybody's a pervert.
But I know I've got some in 96.
I like you better as a jerking off pervert.
Well, no, all right. I'll go home just for you tonight, Ricky.
Okay.
Early.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Right now, we're going to talk to John, who's calling from L.A. John.
Hi.
Happy New Year's, bro.
Yeah.
Did you have a good New Year's Eve?
Yeah, pretty lame, actually.
How'd you bring in the New Year?
At a friend's house.
Doing what?
Not much, watching TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! What a hoot.
Did you guys watch the thing with the girl from Extra we had on the show the other night?
No, I didn't see that.
It was actually a guy, and I'm not gay.
Because you watch a guy on TV?
No, he didn't hear what we said. You know the girl we had over here from Extra?
Arthel Neville.
Yeah, and she had her own show that night.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I did see Wayne Newton singing Gangsta's Paradise. Did you guys see that?
No.
No, I'm dead serious. Wayne
Newton's
Newton.
doing Gangsta Paradise.
Yes. He did it on, I don't know what channel it was, 11 or what. It was it was just worse than you could ever imagine. I don't know if it was for comedy or not, but he sung that song. Wayne Newton in a bad tuxedo, looking more like Wayne Newton than Wayne's ever looked in the past, singing Coolio.
Oh, God.
That's
it
punk.
was awesome.
I think we were on with Coolio last night, by the way.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, John, were you molested too?
No.
What's up, John?
Would you like to
What
be?
can we do for you?
I had a question.
Yeah.
I have this irregular mole on my penis.
Irregular mole. Like a dark mole?
Yeah.
All right. And how long's it been there?
About 3 weeks.
It just appeared.
Yeah. I noticed it.
Do you shower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can moles just appear? I thought you kind of had to have them.
Yeah, and they don't typically come out of nowhere over in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I don't think I think it was there, but I just didn't notice it.
I see. Okay.
And I would go to my dermatologist, but she is a family friend. And that would kind of be weird.
Then
So you get a discount.
Then go to another dermatologist.
Uh-huh.
Wait a
Another
minute.
what?
Do
Dermatologist.
you think it could be cancerous?
Well, actually, there is such a thing, but I doubt it, okay? But the fact that you're telling me something dark appeared rapidly anywhere in your body, that makes me concerned. I mean, somebody who's trained properly, doesn't necessarily have to be a dermatologist, but preferably it should be, needs to look at that. The doctor needs to take a look at that.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, good
You
luck.
know what the dermatologist should have?
What?
No, seriously, this is another
Yeah,
invention,
yeah.
but this is a good idea.
I am holding my breath.
Ricky will be on board with this. A big flat screen with a hole in it. And you just press up whatever part the skin is having trouble in. If it's your scrotum, your penis, whatever part it is, if you could just put it up against the hole, they wouldn't have to fondle the junk.
Yeah, but isn't that
way.
part of the fun?
It is for me, but apparently John was a little reluctant.
Because it's a family friend, you know. Getting the courtesy reach-arounds from, you know, mom's best friend isn't the same. Let's speak with Angela, who's calling from Chicago. Angela!
Hi.
Happy 96.
Oh, thank you. How are you guys?
We're
Well.
good.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Did you feel real bad for us when we were telling you know it dropped down to the 50s New Year's Eve here?
Oh, hell no.
You know
how,
what?
how cold is it in Chicago right now?
Cold.
It's snowing now, isn't it?
It's like in the teens.
Is it snowing
It was
now?
like almost
Like
80s
really windy,
today.
so you get the nip freeze going on.
You get the nip freeze?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have big nip freeze? Hey, did you guys see the
I'm
Playboy?
up there, yeah.
Did you see the Playboy with Farrah Fawcett?
Yeah.
Sorry,
That
what?
girl's got the biggest, longest nipples I've ever seen in the world. Looks like a Tootsie Roll on the edge of her breast.
I don't
I-
have like big nipples. I just have big boobs.
I hate that.
What size? Seriously.
I've got a 38 double D.
Wow. And then it goes to E after double D, I believe. There's no triple D. There's just duh.
A, B, C, D, D. E.
Well, it makes sense. It's D and D. Double D, and then it goes to E. And then after that, who cares?
You know what? It maybe not, it's a little cold in here, though, tonight.
Why, your nipples? Do you have nipple freeze, Drew?
And
And do you have nipple freeze?
Oh,
it's
no.
cold.
It's going to get hot if you tell her to mess with the thermostat.
Just keep Angela on. I'm getting sweaty. What's up, girl?
Okay, this isn't so much like a problem or like that. It's just a question that I have. I myself, I'm like 19 now, and I am unbelievably orgasmic. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something I've ever done because I'm a virgin as of yet. But I mean, to the point where I'll be sitting in the car, I will be just walking down the street, and I will wig, I'm telling you, and I don't know why. I honestly thought all girls were like this up until like a couple of months ago. I'd be talking to my friends, and I'd be telling them about how I am, and they're like, what the hell is up with you?
What do
You know?
what do you tell your friends, Angela?
Well, I'd be telling them, like, we'd be talking about, you know, guys and stuff like that, and I'd tell them, you know, I'm still a virgin. They're like, well, what the hell do you do? And I was like, well, I don't know. I'd be telling, you know.
No,
'Cause the one
no,
time
Angela.
Huh?
No, I don't know. You just what?
What do you mean, what?
You tell your friends you just what?
I have orgasms all the time.
How? I mean, by
just
by
do.
satisfying yourself, or by like riding a bicycle
that too, but
downstairs.
that's just, I usually just do that at night, but like I'll be just sitting there and literally, I don't know why it happens or for what reason or whatever, but
So, I mean, you could be operating a potter's wheel, making an ashtray out of clay, and have an orgasm without
Yes.
touching yourself?
Yes.
You know, I got a theory, guys. Here's the theory. Some women have like 3 women's worth of sex in them, and others have none. You know what I mean? Like,
does this have something to do with your sex during '96?
yeah, it was a whole epiphany I had during at 2 o'clock on Monday night, Sunday night, I guess it was. But the deal is some women just they can't have an orgasm, they don't feel anything, it's nothing, and then some women are just exploding all the time.
What, Angela?
My sister's like that. She has never had an orgasm. She's like 2 years old.
You took her sex. That's what happened. You gobbled up all her libido.
So it's so easy for you to orgasm. You could orgasm talking on the phone on a radio show.
Actually, don't laugh. I have. Drew, I'm sorry, babe, but you have got a nice voice.
Yeah! Woo!
Oh.
You should see him too, Angela.
Seriously?
He's got nipple freeze right now.
He's not some little nebbish guy with the stethoscope swinging around and a bunch of pocket line or anything like that. He's a big hunkin' doctor.
But, I mean, seriously, though, I just wanted to know why. I mean, is there any specific reason why I'm like this? I mean,
Well, what do you mean by why?
You're doing it to her, Drew.
No.
She wants you to answer it.
Physiological? Is it something psychological? What is it?
It's a confluence of all those things. I mean, you have it's the anatomy that you have. It's the Ricky, cut it out. Ricky,
it's your voice,
Drew.
Look, it's the fact that you're psychologically open to these sorts of things, that you're not inhibited in any way. and that you're sort of neurologically wired for this to happen. And some women are that way.
Is there any way I can stop it? Because sometimes it's embarrassing. I've been sitting in class a couple of times when I just wig out in class, and I don't know why.
I got to tell you, truthfully, Angela, it's been really hot out here in L.A. the last few days, and Drew was saying he'd spent some of the weekend doing a little home improvement work. He was up on the roof there. He said it was so hot they had to take his shirt off and
he
rub
had
a
set
little
his hammer
oil
down
on
from the
himself.
sweat that was glistening off his forehead, right?
That's right.
Oh, honey, don't take me there.
Wow. Angela?
Yes, dear.
Thank you for cheering up our 96.
Oh, thank you.
Love, you go ahead. Loveline, it will be right. Loveline. Jeez. Sorry.
But we don't have that kind of time. Loveline will be right back.
Hey, we said that.
Yeah, you did.
$19.96. The show's called Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. That's 568-3191. Fax us at 310. Why can't? That's my New Year's resolution.
854.
The friggin' fax machine number.
4455. 310.
That'll be the only New Year's resolution that I'm going to make. Did you make any, Drew?
No, I don't like New Year's resolutions. And for some reason, I too am anxious about 96. I don't know what it is.
I am. All I'm going to do is I'm gonna. I don't know if it sounds really superficial, but I want to work my ass off, and I just want to. This is going to be a different year. I think 96 is just going to be.
I'm going to be less tolerant to other races.
Can you?
Well, you see, I'm doing a reverse psychology type of resolution thing this year. Like, smoke more.
Right.
I vowed to eat more fudge. I'm going to drink more, and I'm going to gamble more. And then I figure I'll end up doing less.
Win.
Yeah, because usually I vow to not do something or do something less. I end up doing it more. So I'm going the reverse psychology route. I know myself this year.
You know yourself this year. I'm going to read some email right now from Leguttenjulj. That's what it says. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's what their email word is. Can you please tell me what exactly is ecstasy and what are its effects on you? Is it addictive? One thing I want to say before you answer, Drew, just to cut you off, but I'm going to cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
You know they had ecstasy, which was MDMA a while ago,
right.
And then they stopped making it or something, and then they made herbal ecstasy,
right?
And now herbal ecstasy is called ecstasy.
No.
Yes.
No. Ecstasy is ecstasy.
Herbal ecstasy sold at the stores sold at your
that may be,
coffee houses is now called ecstasy.
That may
it's
be.
Not called herbal ecstasy.
That's
anymore.
fine. That's ginseng basically. Ecstasy, the illicit chemical ecstasy, is a amphetamine that's been altered in such a way as to give it hallucinogenic properties. It's a very dangerous drug. There's been ample evidence that this drug does in fact cause brain damage, and it does it in a part of the brain that's very important for maintaining your mood. It's called the amygdala, and it's also a very important reinforcement center, learning center. And in animals, laboratory animals, when they give them even modest doses of MDMA, which is ecstasy, they get disruption of the normal architecture of that region. And what I see in people that do a lot of MDMA, a lot of ecstasy, is they get chronic mood disturbances. When they're using it, they get extremely paranoid. And yes, it is potentially addictive.
Are you talking about me?
It is potentially addictive.
You mean that about me?
Because it's an amphetamine, but primarily the people that are doing MDMA are other amphetamine addicts, and they just sort of sprinkle in the MDMA between the amphetamine uses.
Hey, is ecstasy speedy?
Oh, yeah. It's speed. It's speed. It's
okay. All right.
Let's talk to Nathan. Nathan.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, Nathan.
Good.
Good.
Where were you at New Year's Eve?
Where was I New Year's Eve?
Yeah, tell me a good story.
Good story. I was over at a bunch of my friends' house and just women all around. That was a good story
You're
for
so
me.
full of crap. Did you hook up?
What's that?
Did you hook up?
Yes, I did.
You did? Did you know her before then?
What's that?
Was it like a long-time girl or just a new thing?
Couple months.
Oh, was the first time you guys ever did it?
Yeah.
Does this have something to do with?
on.
Does this have something to do with your call?
Well, I have two questions with my call. The first question is, what we're doing is I'm about to have sex again, I guess you could say, and all we have is
Wow.
safe sex. But all we have is condoms that were from the car. and they were frozen all winter.
Oh.
I'm wondering if they will still be safe.
No, I would suggest you. Yeah, I would suggest you use something else.
If you start to stretch it out and it shatters, that's not a good thing,
Yeah.
right?
I don't.
It looks good though.
in
Could
this-
you imagine
yeah.
having one just explode like T2? Remember that movie? You're putting sorry, baby, it blew up on me.
Wouldn't she be scared though? I would think that.
The
Hear me up.
in this part of the country, we worry about the heat exposure to the condom, and 1 to 2 weeks in a glove compartment or in a hot trunk of a car would certainly do away with the effectiveness of the condom. I would imagine any exposure to freezing temperature would screw up a condom's efficacy.
Nathan, wait a minute. I got a few questions. First of all, you're not looking real smooth foraging through the trunk for a condom. It should
Yes,
be by,
he is.
right
Yes,
by the
he is.
scissor jack under the space-saving spare. Wait a minute. Here it is. Ah, yeah. And number two, how crowded is your glove box that you can't put a condom in the glove box?
It's crowded.
How much stuff
It's true.
do you have in your glove box that you cannot squeeze one condom into your glove box?
Well, I guess I would have room for it, but it ended up in the trunk. I bought them and threw them in the trunk because I wasn't getting any for so long. You know, I just figured.
And Nathan, if you're like me, you think you jinx yourself if you carry it around with you.
Well, usually his dates, he ends up putting the bodies in the trunk, so that's
so
how
it works
ends up-
out.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's very
Nathan,
convenient.
it's what, 1 in the morning there?
Well, I'm usually a necrophiliac, and this is
Nathan.
the thing for
Dude, you don't have to
Nathan.
use condoms with necrophilia.
Forget it. Well, it's 1 o'clock there, right?
Yes.
There must be a pharmacy or grocery store open not too
Oh, you're
far
going to
away.
bone down right now?
Yeah. Well,
Where's the girl?
she's right next to me.
Put her on
Put
the
her
phone.
on.
Put her on the phone. Okay,
Yeah.
here she is.
It's going to be new. Hi.
Hello,
Hey, what's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny?
Jenny.
You know you're on the radio right now?
I am great.
Did you know what Nathan called us about?
No, I was in the other room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how long have you known this Nathan guy?
I've known him for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He said he had warts.
No,
says he
that's
has
not
what?
true. That's not true. Okay, hold on. You ever had sex with Nathan before?
No, I haven't.
Were you going to plan on ever having sex with Nathan?
Tonight.
Okay, listen. Don't do it. He will
Don't do
respect
it?
you more if you don't do it.
Why?
Shush. I don't know. He said he don't do it until like when, Adam?
We're setting a date?
February?
The weekend.
Yeah.
The week.
weekend.
Wait till the thaw.
Wait till when?
Wait till the lake and streams start running again. Wait till spring. Wait till the salmon run.
Okay.
No,
It's
right.
because of the warts, right?
Hey, well, Jenny, here's one thing we did call about it was about the effectiveness of condoms that have been stuck in his trunk for several days.
Oh, now you're blind.
No, look, and I think you ought to be aware that
There's a body in his trunk.
before you have
There's
sex.
a body in his trunk.
No, that you ought to be aware that he needs to go out and purchase some condoms before he goes have sex tonight. So just send him out.
Well, that's
going to
make her think real good of it.
Hey, he needs to do that. And,
He's a virgin, you know.
Who is?
Nathan.
He is?
Yeah, you got to be gentle with him.
No, he isn't.
He also likes things stuck in his rear.
Oh, I heard that about him.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Big thing.
And listen,
He
here's
doesn't like you to ask either.
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
When Nathan's out doing 125 down the interstate, getting over to the Circle K to get some condoms.
Right.
A&P. I want you to go into the bathroom. I want you to go to the cupboard underneath the sink, and I want you to open that up. And I want you to forage around a little and see what kind of magazines you find. And then I want you to
Wow.
slide the bottom drawer next to the nightstand. You know, the nightstand bottom drawer open.
Yeah.
See if you see anything rolling around in there. Any literature, any handcuffs, anything that takes vibrator, anything that takes batteries, I should say. And just give the place a thorough casing before he comes back. And then whatever you find, put it all in the middle of the comforter.
Yeah. And remember, grab something to stick in his rear. Put Nathan on the phone real quick, okay?
Okay, here you go.
Okay.
How you doing?
Hey, Nathan, don't worry, you're dialed in, okay, bro?
Dialed in?
Yeah, just go to the store, get some condoms, and be real romantic, because she's
All
into
right,
that
I
stuff,
will.
okay? And maybe pick up some fruit while you're at the Circle K, because I think she wants some fruit.
Some bananas and such?
Yeah.
Bring a banana.
Hey, there you go.
Go grab a banana and say, hey, honey, I thought you might want to use this.
Gentlemen.
Okay?
Biggest, brownest one you can find, Nathan.
Are we
Nathan,
done?
Happy New Year.
Hey, you Happy New Year to you, too.
Yeah, give us a call tomorrow, okay?
All right.
I feel good already. I feel good about 96.
It's a banner year.
A banner.
And we haven't screwed the show up yet.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Know what I
you've only
mean?
been you only been on the air 32
But
minutes.
all I'm saying is if we can go in with this goal before every show not to screw it up, we might be able to make it all the way through the year without a bad call.
You know, I want to read a fact somebody was asking. Somebody wrote down about some of the favorite shows of 1995.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually somebody that's starting a little Loveline mailing list. And
Wow.
she sends and it's a listener, and her email address is, I hope she doesn't mind me giving it out, is NOLVCHERUB. which is no love cherub.
No love cherub.
What does that mean?
Like a no love
cherub.
Cherub, yeah.
Oh.
That's what that means. How about that for a great explanation?
Some of the best Loveline,
small,
her, and I believe it's a her, some of the best Loveline guests that you had in 95, Clive Barker.
Yeah.
Interesting views and stories told, as well as the surprising thing that he was gay.
Yeah.
Hagfish.
And that his grandmother threatened to cut his penis off.
Yes. Tell him that. What did his grandmother say?
His grandmother would not let him go into public restrooms because she convinced him that a giant, I think she said black man, was there behind the public restroom toilets to cut his penis off if he were to go in there.
Really?
Yeah, and then that the candy man sort of came out of that image, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hagfish, because, of course, they tried to get the big queefing contest. Femme to Femme, people never heard that show, which actually was before 95, gave a long, detailed explanation of how to please women. Pennywise, cool guys, as well as Drew Puke.
We never did find that tape, did we?
No. Tank Abbott, the show just went pretty well with a lot of laughs. The guy said he had stomach cramps. Well, now he has head cramps. She liked Carrot Top and the cast of Medicine Ball. The show got canceled, but it was cool with all the ER talk about things getting stuck in people's butts.
Nice.
Fantastic. I wasn't in on any of those.
You were not on any of those. That should tell us something.
Let's speak with Mika. Is it Mika?
Yeah, it's Micah.
Hey, Micah.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man?
I called to tell...
Dude, isn't that like a girl's name?
It's like the name of a rock.
Micah?
No, it's a guy's name.
Guy's name?
Yeah.
Oh. He said this is for Micah. What's up, dude?
Okay, this happened a couple months ago. My friend was sleeping over. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and we could hear my parents upstairs having sex.
Yeah.
And they were really loud, and they knew we were up. I don't know why they did it.
Has that ever happened before?
When I was here, but not when my friend was here.
But so you've had
been really horny to do it.
How often does that happen that you have to hear that?
What?
How often does it happen that you have to hear that?
It depends. Sometimes I hear it like once a week or so, and sometimes more or less.
Do you think they know that you're hearing this?
I think so. They could probably hear that we're up. They must have been really horny.
No, but I understand. But
who's making the lion's share of the noise? Is it Ma or Dad?
Probably my mom.
All right. Well, that's healthy. Well, what's it doing? It's coming through the vent system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have the central heating and the central air.
They live in a trailer park. They live in a trailer.
They have a 2-story trailer. That's living. Listen, Micah, Drew's going to tell you to confront your folks.
Oh well, I don't know. I'm not confront them directly, but I'm going to say that I think you don't have to put up.
Leave an anonymous note.
Leave a note, or I just don't think
sex while I'm still up.
Well, I don't. First of all, I'm not convinced that they know that you're hearing all this.
I don't believe they'd want to subject their kid to that,
right?
Because that's years of therapy.
That's right. and I think that you have a right to not be infringed upon in that way. That if it bugs you even at all, embarrasses you, whatever, parents, you live in this house too. Your parents should be a little more respectful of your needs.
I'll tell you what I would do, Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a nice stereo?
Yeah.
Crank it up whenever. Okay, that's
I would
good,
crank it up, and I would pull Dad aside and say, Dad, the new Pearl Jam CD sounds pretty good. How about it? And he goes, what? You go, how about it? And he'll run to the damn music store and get it for you. And you'll have CDs for the rest of your life, because every time you pull them aside and just bring up the CD and the sex thing at the same time, Dad is not going to want to let Mom find out, because then Mom's going to cut him off. You'll get free. It'll be like being in that club, but you won't even have to pay the penny.
Okay.
All right, Micah?
Yeah.
All right. Poor guy.
You totally lost me there, Adam.
He's going to get new CDs from Dad to play in his stereo extra loud, so he does not have to hear Dad having his way with Mom twice a week. So you have to blackmail your
years
folks.
Of therapy to follow.
Loveline will be right back.
Welcome back to Loveline. Ricky Rackman, Adam Carolla, and Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a real doctor. He answers real doctor questions like this one from Randy from Chaska. Randy, you're on Loveline.
Hi.
Hey.
How was everybody's New Year?
Fantastic.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Oh, my question's for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
About a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, me and my friends were kind of sitting around and playing a game, kind of like a twisted version of Truth or Dare.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up having to run around outside naked, and it was pretty cold. And when I got, what happened was they thought it was pretty funny and locked me out.
Oh.
And so
I want to party with those guys.
it was I was out for about 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, and it was really cold. When I got back in, I ran immediately to the shower and I took a hot shower for a while, and everything. I mean, I was still numb in a couple spots, and one of them particularly was in my crotch area.
Right.
And now, when I have sex with my girlfriend and other things, I can't seem to come. I'm not sure if that's related to the cold or what it is.
Frostbite. The penis has to go. Am I right, Drew?
Amputation.
Yes.
But when did this happen?
How long ago was it?
Right.
About 2 weeks. It was 4 or 5 days before New Year's Eve.
That would not
That'd
be
be
2
6
weeks
days ago. Also, it went to your mind too.
So 6 days ago, and I don't want to contradict what you're saying. I mean, it's hard for me to understand how you could have just a mild frostbite and at this point be having significant problems with functioning. It's possible, and my expectation would be that it would come back. How somebody would treat that other than just waiting it out, I can't imagine. But if you keep having this problem, you ought to see a urologist.
All right.
It sounds like you really had true mild frostbite, and it's normal for it to occur in digits and things that are far away from the body and where the blood.
I can only imagine how small his penis got when he was out there. I mean, mine will shrivel up, just getting in like a pool when it's a little cold or the ocean. Imagine being outside where it's like the wind chill factor is like 40 below.
Yeah,
May I also suggest next time he's playing Truth or Dare with his friends, take Truth. Let's talk to Dan from Pasadena. You're on Loveline.
Hey, I have a question for Ricky.
Dan.
Okay, well, I have this girlfriend, and we've been going out for, on the upside of, 2 years. And I really care about her and stuff, and during those 2 years, we've had threesomes before.
He really sounds like he cares about her, doesn't he?
I
care
like
about
Dan.
it.
Go ahead, Dan.
And during the course of these 2 years, we've had threesomes before. However, it's only been with girls.
You, her, and another girl.
Yes.
Did she do the girl?
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend's bisexual.
Right. Now, did you have sex with the other girl, too?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Victim you.
The problem that I'm having now is she's mentioned from time to time that she would like to try it with 2 guys. And mentally, I'm kind of not against this because she's done it with 2 girls. It seems only fair. However, I don't know if I can, stomach that sort of thing.
Now, does she want you to have sex with the guy?
No, it kind of means that,
You have to do her while she's also satisfying another guy?
Right.
Dan, are you sure you're one of the guys?
Yes, I'm.
Okay. You got to ask.
She goes, hey, I had my threesome. Sorry you weren't there to enjoy it.
Remember when you were in the hospital? I had my threesome.
Dan.
Yes.
This is the problem, okay? You don't really, to say you're in love with this girl, hey, you're in a great situation to be young and to be with a girl that's also having sex with other girls and you get to do this. But, honestly, she did this. She's bisexual, okay? She's into other women. You're not into other guys. Now, how do you feel about seeing another guy with her?
That's the thing. That's what kind of bugs me.
You got to tell her.
Well, I have, and it's not like she's kept pressing about it. I
have an invention.
I feel that.
Another Adam invention.
I don't know if this is
Dan.
going to help you, but I swear to God this would be a great invention because we get 10 threesome calls every night, right? And a lot of guys don't want to do this and that. Are you ready for this invention? This is the mother. This is it. This is it, Dan. You've heard all the rest. Now hear the best. I just came up with this. Drew, you back me up this time.
I don't.
This is a head that you can strap on your shoulder and an extra penis. That way, your girlie thinks you're with another guy. And you could do like a celebrity, like Kevin Costner or Rosie Greer
it's like
or
a
something.
two-headed guy. Usually it would be one guy on one end of the bed and one guy on the other guy. One guy's receiving, one guy's
I haven't fleshed out all the details yet, Ricky. I'm just off the top of my head, but I'm saying
yeah.
you got an extra head mounted on your shoulder.
You've already thought out the fact that Rosie Greer's head is already automated and out there somewhere, right?
Well, because there was that movie where
Rosie
Greer's head was like stuck on, I don't know, Dean Devlin's shoulder or something. I don't remember the Defiant one or something. I don't remember what movie that was. But the point is, we put another head, we get a custom turtleneck, and then like an extra penis with like a custom pair of slacks with an extra fly on it.
And of course, you'd make the other penis really small.
Yeah, that's right.
Really
that's
small.
Right. Perfect.
What do you think, Dan?
Yeah,
Dan, don't do anything you don't want to do. But you're not. I mean, I'm sorry to say that you're in a real relationship in this. You're in a great sex relationship with a lot of screwing around. Okay.
Well.
And she had fun doing this, and she did these things. But I don't think she did the other girls for you. I mean, was she the one that brought up she wants to do the other girls? Or did you bring it up and coerce her into it?
It's not that I coerced her into it. At first, it was like I was in a girl sandwich, and then I went, "Well, what do you think?" And then she's all, "Well, okay."
Well, being the pimento loaf between two beautiful slices of white bread is going to affect any man's decision.
Even two really ugly.
Even pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Ooh, pumpernickel on top, and why not? Oh,
Remember,
wait a minute, I had
2
that.
5s equal to 10.
Yes.
Dan, don't do anything you don't want to do. Good luck.
Let's talk to Bob from Minnesota. Bob, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, this is Bob. My question is for Dr. Drew regarding spanking. Where does that rank in the list of perversion or perverted sex acts?
That rank in the list of perversion. I'm not sure there is such a...
You mean on a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being the best?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a ranking.
There's a periodical chart here. Yes. Okay. Now wait a minute. This spanking breaks off into many different factions. Who are you spanking? Are you being spanked?
I just have this thought of myself being spanked in a sexual way, and I mean I'm of almost middle age now, and I've never done anything like that or even thought about it until I shot pool in this pool league, and one of the other guys on the other team, his name is Ryan, and every time they'd beat us or some other team, he'd stick his butt out and he'd say, "Somebody spanked me." Well, ever since that time, I can't get the idea out of my head.
So this was a guy who was suggesting this.
But I'm not thinking of him. I mean, he put the thought.
That it's you.
It's lucky he didn't say somebody rammed me in the ass with a pool cue.
Yeah, you're probably
Then you'd be in big trouble, Bob. And let me tell you where that ranks on the chart. That's way down.
Bob, I don't know that this ranks anywhere, really. It's just.
Do you think it's a sick idea?
No, that's tough love. There's nothing wrong with that.
Some
I
preoccupation.
think your friend was a little weird on the lake playing pool.
Spank man.
Wait, was he was by a lake or he was playing pool?
Playing pool.
Playing pool, yeah. We shoot in a pool league, yeah.
Pool league, not pool lake.
And every time the guy made a good shot, he stuck his ass out and said, "Somebody spanked me."
Team, then he'd be, "Hey, somebody spanked me."
And so you sat there and go, I hope he gets a good shot again.
About 2 days later, I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking, geez, that sounds pretty good.
Bob, you got a woman?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, tell her to spank you.
Well, I don't know. She got mad the last time I asked her to shave my ass.
Adam can help you with that.
Geez.
Yeah, is she there? I could talk some sense into the woman.
We will be back.
Loveline will be right back when we're damn good and ready.
Telling you, Adam's stupid thing that he brought up has got this big debate here. You can all join in. We'll make it a mass debate. There was a movie that was made in the 70s.
Early 70s.
Rosie Greer was a head that was put on this other guy.
Big black football player from the Rams.
Put on the head of this
pro.
other guy.
Right.
I said it was like, not Ray Walston or Halston, but the name was like that. It was like the
white guy.
Yeah, the white guy. You said it was who?
I'm going with Robert Culp.
No.
I think it was like the guy that played Perry Mason.
Perry Mason.
No, what was Perry Mason's name?
Oh, man, now we're going
It was
off
like an
and
older guy. He had like silver hair and like blue eyes. And there was a scene that we can remember with...
Maybe it was Leslie...
Leslie Nielsen? No, but I'm going with a Leslie Nielsen type.
Yeah, it was like Leslie Nielsen.
Well, you said a blonde, young actor type.
Well, that was 25 years ago.
Drew saw the movie being
was a guy
made.
that played Perry
I was a
Mason.
kid. I watched the movie. They filmed it
Ray
in Pasadena.
Halston, somebody like
Where did I
that.
see it?
There was just a scene where they were riding a motorcycle.
It was
the
awesome.
Fake head was on his shoulder.
And who knows if they had the fake penis in place.
You know, while we're on the subject of the 70s, I got to tell you, VH1 has been doing American Bandstands. Have you been seeing it?
Yeah.
They've been airing all the American Bandstands, and some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen, just to see the clothes and how bad dressed, and some of the ugliest people I've ever seen. But they had ABBA on.
Oh, that must have been awesome.
I'm telling you, they wore the shortest dress, and during the song, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I don't know if her name is like Virgil or something, Snurk, dude, camel toe. Hardcore.
Serious?
Oh, my God.
This isn't one of those fantasies you've cooked up
No,
like
I
you did
saw
with the
this
beginning of Three's Company,
Her
is
name-
it?
Not Bjorn or something weird like that. Dude, I seen camel toe. Hardcore. She had like this ugly T-shirt cut up, and she was singing I Do, I Do, I Do, and I saw like a little scene.
You know what has to be the best part of those reruns is when they have like Norman Greenbaum doing Spirit in the Sky, and then Dick Clark going, well, you're really going places, Norman. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot from you in the future.
No, Dick was... He was on it.
He was on it?
And he looks the same through every year, which everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember, and
made Deal
all
with
these
the
like
Devil.
stupid 70 things. Remember those little clip-on like koala bear things they used to put on your...
During the whole in Olivia Newton-John, the whole sort of
was
Aussie invasion, and Sluggo or Jocko remember Jocko? Hey!
No.
Jocko was this big guy from Perth who came out here and did battery commercials, and he had a TV show for like a year about 5 years ago. His name was Jocko.
That's right.
Hey! He didn't say anything. He just went, hey!
Did he look like one of the bushwhackers? The
Yeah,
wrestler
like
guys?
a short, he had a buzz cut, and he was a big guy.
I sort of remember.
Hey!
Did any of you guys figure out who the other person was in that TV show yet? What was it called? Like The Man with Two Heads or something crazy?
Let's ask our listeners if they can come up with it.
Somebody fax us.
So the number's 1-800-LOVE-191. That's 568-3191. And, of course, yes, we are talking about love and relationships and sex and
They can fax the
weird
answer,
things you
too.
did with the New Year's
Right?
Eve. And the fax number is, Harry, you just did that because my New Year's resolution was to remember the fax number, right?
so I can coach you on it. So
310-854-4455.
See?
Wow.
There you go. And let me read another email. What is autism? By the way, I love your show.
Oh, great. Autism, I'm not sure I can define it accurately, but it is a condition where at a young age people lose their relationship with reality. They tend to turn inward. They tend to self-stimulate. They lose the ability to learn, communicate, develop cognitively, and it's a relative.
Was the Rain Man like autistic?
Schizophrenia? No,
He's the idiot savant.
Yeah, it's different.
What about being retarded? Is that like the generic term? Does that cover autism?
No, it doesn't. Oh, here you go.
Oh, well, isn't Ann supposed to look that up?
We'll do it. We'll just go along here.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a
Thanks.
list
We
of-
got a
list
big
of
almanac.
celebrities?
Or a big...
right here and do it. So you can announce it.
You are never going to find
Drew,
it.
you're going to be so
We'll get a
burnt on
listener-
this one anyway, and you saw the movie being made.
Hey, we're going to be back. Some book with like 10,000 movies in it, and you don't even know what the movie's called. You just know Rosie Greer's head was on it. What? Two-head guy.
The guy with two heads on one motorcycle. I rented that.
That was a Disney movie. Then they had the son of two heads who would go.
That's right. And then
Well, you
Invisible-
found it already.
Roosevelt Greer, cousin of Pam Grier, makes occasional show appearances.
Needlepoint.
The Thing with Two Heads,
Yeah.
1972.
With
does not say.
Well, we know it's called The Thing with Two Heads. Now look up The Thing with Two Heads, Drew. And in the meantime, we will be talking to Pete from St. Paul. Pete, you're on Loveline.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
That was nice.
Yeah.
What's up?
I got a couple questions to ask you.
Yes.
On New Year's Eve, I kind of got drunk.
Oh, my God. You're the only one.
I know. And I kind of come down from my buzz and everything. My girlfriend gave me a blowjob. I couldn't feel nothing.
Anything.
Nothing for 2 hours.
You don't correct him. I'm saying the word blowjob, and you're just...
Were you just on
saying
alcohol
nothing.
at that point?
Yeah, I was just on alcohol.
Well, that can do that.
It can?
Right.
I thought something was wrong with me.
No. You just, cold weather and too much booze in you, and things get a little numb.
Was she drunk?
No, she wasn't.
Because maybe she just passed out on your lap. You don't know.
She wasn't. I was like, I wasn't even, nothing was wrong with me. I could drive.
But you had an erection, right?
Right.
So you could feel enough to kind of get going.
Well, yeah, but nothing was happening.
Yeah, it must have been you because you were drunk because it always felt good when she used to blow me. Right now, let's go to Chris calling from Tinley Park. Chris, you're on Loveline.
How you doing?
Good.
Just want to say, first of all, thank you for having the show because otherwise I don't know who I'd ask this question. So,
All right.
thanks.
Okay. I'm really frightened by those kinds of preambles. But go ahead.
Unless hey, wait. First of all, did you see that movie, The Thing with Two Heads?
I've heard of it, but I never.
It was like not Ray Walston or Halston, but a name like that.
I'm going with Robert Cole.
And the guy that
still.
played Perry Mason.
Yeah, Perry
Yeah,
Mason.
I can't believe we can't get the guy who played Perry Mason. Raymond Burr?
It was Raymond Burr, I'll bet.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
No. It wasn't Raymond Burr Ironside?
Yes.
Same guy. He had two heads.
No, Perry Mason.
It was Ray Malston, somebody.
No,
Ray Walston was the guy.
You're thinking of My Favorite Martian.
It wasn't that guy, but his name sounded like that.
Could Ray?
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Anyways, okay, I'm sorry. I've been dating my girlfriend for probably about 8 months now, and we've been intimate for a while. But lately, she's like having trouble with her hygiene, I guess I could say. Do you know what I'm trying to say here?
No.
Stinky foo-foo?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a medical term, I believe.
It's okay. How do I bring this up? I don't want to offend her in any way.
Chris, you got to understand that if somebody is having a bad odor like that, it is a probability that she has an infection. It's called a vaginitis, usually caused by something called Gardnerella or trichomonas. And I think you should take it from the standpoint of it being something you're concerned about and you want to help her. And if she had a pap smear, those sorts of things, ask those kinds of questions. And, maybe tell you noticed a discharge or something, or maybe you yourself, maybe you could say you had a little burning after you had sex, you're worried about
Drew,
it.
use it in the example like he's with his girlfriend, naked in bed. Tell us the way he would
don't
say
do it then. Say it sometime when it's
Man,
far less.
I'm experiencing your discharge.
When she's far less vulnerable and is less, and do it from a caring standpoint. The fact is, she probably does have an infection and it needs to be treated.
I care that you're
These days, there are very effective antibiotic creams that can be applied without even the use of oral antibiotics that are good for these kinds of infections.
What about
typically.
douche?
Won't do it. It's an infection.
Hallmark should come out with some cards that say, like, I'm concerned about your funk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a picture, like something nice, like a meadow on the front,
Buy it.
No, but let me ask you something, Chris. Do you think her habits hygienically have changed, or...
That's what I'm not sure about. Because
No, that was not it.
No, that's not it, Drew?
No.
I
Drew
love
knows.
you like a rose. Your gig is irritating my nose. How would that one be?
That's right. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Excellent.
All right, Chris.
How about you go to the supermarket and you walk through the fish section, you're going, reminds me of last night. How's that?
That's so subtle.
Come on, Adam. You've got to have an invention for this.
I did. I came up with the Hallmark idea. That's my invention. I didn't come up with all the slogans yet, but I'm working on that.
Glade needs to make something for this.
Now,
I
can
think.
she buy the ointment?
Stick down.
No, she needs to see a doctor. And as I said,
okay.
yeah, you should take it from the standpoint of making sure she's had a recent pap smear and tell her that you've noticed, however you want to say it, you noticed a discharge, you had some symptoms yourself, you noticed a smell, that you're worried about her and you want to help her.
You reek.
All right? Now, if you guys are having sex, she should be getting pap smears every year anyway, right? Is she seeing a doctor regularly?
I'm not. I think she is. Yeah.
Okay, it's very important.
Jiffy Lube.
Women that begin their sexual activity at a young age are at higher risk for cervical cancer. Needs to get a pap smear at least every year, all right?
But some girls just stink sometimes. It doesn't always mean infection, doesn't it? Like if they run a lot and they don't shower, it can just stink.
Yeah, but
everybody's got their own thing going on, funk-wise.
Right. But
some guys dig that stuff.
But if it's really something unusual, then it's usually infection.
It usually smells like rusty nails.
Rusty nails.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I had a friend describe it once as 7-Eleven burritos.
I've never had one of those, but a rusty nail I'll go with.
Kelly from Minnesota.
Hi there. How you guys doing?
Very good. You like our descriptions?
Oh, yeah. It was
All
funny.
right. How do you describe it?
Oh, I don't know.
Kelly, what's going on?
Can you smell your own smell ever?
What?
Do you ever smell your own smell?
No.
Oh.
Even if you stood on one of those subway grates in New York like Marilyn Monroe.
Kelly, what can we do for you?
We're invisible right now, Adam.
We are.
You guys are going nuts on that stuff. I was going out with this guy for like 2 years, okay? And every time his fantasy was to be with another girl. And it just bugged me because that's all he ever talked about.
I mean, a threesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all he ever talked about. Anytime he saw it on a movie, he's like, oh, my God, he went nuts on it, right? And now that we broke up about a month ago, I've been having these dreams with me and another girl. And I'm going nuts.
Is he in the dream?
Well, no, he's not.
So you're just doing a lesbian thing.
Yeah.
So he, like, planted this seed.
Yeah, and I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I've had him, like, almost every night for, like, a couple of weeks.
Well, you know, just about anything that someone talks about enough you can dream about doesn't necessarily mean that that's something you're into. I mean, I will have dreams of the conversation or whatever someone brings up during that day, but this was a month later.
So Rosie Greer is going to be in your future tonight.
I'm going to be sodomized by Rosie Greer tonight.
I got to figure out what that name is. It's driving me crazy.
He's going to have your head on his other shoulder, Drew. Ricky's penis.
No, but I've
And a
never
squeegee.
even had these kind of dreams before in my life.
He's going to have a razor in the other hand.
Kelly, it is normal to have those sorts of things. It doesn't mean you are necessarily developing a homosexual preoccupation. It might, but I think that it would be unusual for a woman not to have occasional thoughts and dreams of this sort. Okay?
Okay.
So if it's troubling to you or if it's something you want to act on,
No, well,
different.
I just talked to him tonight about it, and he's going nuts. He's all excited. He's
Well,
you let me tell you something. That is Pandora's box. You
Yeah.
do not tell your ex-boyfriend you've been having dreams about you and another gal in a lesbian scene unless you plan on including him in a real-life dream.
Well, that's what he said, too. I
Kelly,
said that.
you know what that's like, Kelly? That is like if you have a dog. That is like you going for the electric can opener, opening up a can, blowing a bunch of liver scent around the house, and then socking the can away in the fridge.
Yeah, but look at how concerned Kelly's ex-boyfriend is for her. He doesn't give a damn about her being disturbed about this and her confusion about it.
No,
he just thinks for him he's hit the jackpot. The hell with that guy. He's just showing
No,
what
let me
he's
tell you
really
the
all
way
about.
men work. Kelly could have her foot caught in a bear trap. This guy'd want a blowjob.
Yeah.
It was called The Thing with Two Heads?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why you haven't heard from Ricky in 10 minutes. He's got his face buried in a book.
While we're on the subject, Johnny from San Diego, what's up?
Hello. I've kind of got a question. There's a couple months ago, some friends of mine got kind of wasted, and the guys that we were with tried to get me and my best friend to sleep together. And I was wondering, what is it about lesbians that just turns guys on so much?
It's not necessarily lesbians, okay? Guys love the women's bodies, okay? And the idea of seeing two, and also that it's sort of taboo, seeing two beautiful things satisfying each other, I think.
Yeah, it is. There is the taboo thing, and there's double your fun thing. I mean, they'd like to see one girl masturbate. They'd like to see two girls have sex. They'd like to see three girls have an orgy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It just struck me as weird.
Well,
guys are weird.
Guys are weird, yeah. But, I mean, it is like there's a little taboo. You know what I'm saying? Guys are drawn to that.
I wouldn't. I would suggest you not try to figure it out because I'm not sure that there's a satisfactory why behind it.
Well,
and that you certainly not give into it just because a bunch of guys think that's a great thing for them. It's
But
not
let
necessarily a
me
good thing
let
for
me
you.
just understand this. These same guys would enjoy watching you have sex with one of the guys. Watching you.
A guy that wants to see two girls have sex would also like seeing that same girl have sex with a guy.
As opposed to nothing, I'd say definitely.
You're wrong.
Oh, come on.
No.
You never did one of those things where, like when you were
Shut
younger,
up.
living in an
Don't.
apartment. No, I'm just saying, we kind of peeked around the hall and your roommate was getting some and you kind of...
But not if it was a girl I liked. I don't like seeing, like...
I don't mean like your girlfriend or
no, I
something.
would want to see, like, my friends, like, just bump.
All right, you never did this. I'm not, Drew, relax over there for a second. But I lived for a while. I lived in an apartment when I was like 19, and we lived in a one-bedroom with two other guys. So there's three of us in. And one of the guys happened to have a lot of sex, met a new woman every weekend and all that kind of stuff. And on the weekend, if we heard some noise coming from the Murphy bed in the living room, me and the other roommate would like peek our heads around the hall and have a look-see. You never did
But
that?
did it turn you on?
This is okay. There wasn't anything wrong.
On to much more important things. Joe from San Diego, you're on Loveline.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
I just wanted to give you the answer.
Okay, who was closer?
Well, the Ray. You're on the right track with the Ray.
Ray what?
It's Ray Milland.
Ray Milland, see?
Oh, okay. Ricky gets it.
I see, I told you guys. And doesn't he look sort of like Perry Mason?
No.
In the old days, he actually did. Yes.
See, there you go again.
Yes,
You can't stump me.
He was also in a lot of movies in the old days, and he was in Frogs, which was another cheap horror.
Frogs. Frogs, of course he was.
But since I knew it was driving you crazy, I thought I'd give that to you.
Joe, we thank you. You know what you won?
Wait, no, what was the movie about now?
It's about a guy, but
no,
Ray
it's not.
Milland was like this racist guy, wasn't he?
Yes, it was. He was a racist guy, and then he wound up being on Rosie Greer's body. It's an old one. It's not even on videotape.
But do you remember that there was a scene where they were riding a motorcycle?
Yes, I do.
With the head sewn on, and it did not look very real.
Yes, a long time ago, but I do remember it.
That was good. Let's see. Can we stump Joe? Stump Joe right now. That's
all right, Joe. Joe, I'm going to stump your ass. Are you ready? You ready? There was a TV movie from the mid-'70s with Scott Jacoby called Bad Ronald. Do you remember that one?
I used to have nightmares of that because I remember he killed one girl because she fell and hit her neck on a curb.
That's
and
right.
It freaked me out. And the guy used to live in this house, and he used to look and spy on everybody through the house.
His mom died. His mom hid him. Bad Ronald was a troubled teenager. He didn't mean any harm, but he was a geek, and everyone made fun of him. And this 8-year-old blonde girl made fun of his sickly mother, so he shook her, and she fell down. She broke her neck. She died.
I used to always get scared that I'd get pushed and fall
He'd
and
break
hit my
your
neck on a curb.
Now he's snowboarding. Point is buried her in a shallow grave. He came back home, and his mom said, "We got to hide you, Ronald." Hid him under the stairwell, built a little secret room with peepholes and had secret knocks and kept canned food there. Then she went to the hospital and died. Then a new family moved in. You know who the dad was in the family? Dabney Coleman. Oh, Joe! Oh, Joe!
Joe is good.
Joe, come over here. I want to blow you. Seriously. You're awesome, Joe.
Oh, thanks.
Wait, go ahead, Drew.
What?
Stump Joe. Anybody want to stump Joe?
Joe.
Who played George Hamilton's wife in Evel Knievel?
Oh, that is a good one. What about Viva Knievel?
Viva Knievel was starring Evel Knievel. It wasn't as good as Evel Knievel starring George Hamilton. Do you know the answer?
Evel Knievel, did you see his new ad today?
Yes, I did, for a pizza.
Yes, Little Caesar, sure.
Let me just give you the moral.
I think this show is really interesting
Well,
right now. About
moral.
4 people.
I want you to know the moral.
and we're 3, and Joe's the 4th.
To Bad Ronald. Here's the moral. If you're geek, if you're awkward, if you're made fun of, don't worry, you'll do time. That was the moral. That was the message that Bad Ronald offered to the youth. Joe, I love you.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thanks for calling. That was kind of
He
fun.
knew Dabney Coleman was the dad.
Wow.
Awesome.
He's good. He's good.
He's better than us. He should own this show.
As he probably will at one time. Let's speak with Lisa from Diamond Bar. Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
Hey, did you fire off guns in Diamond Bar for New Year's Eve?
No, not really, actually.
Just your neighbors did, right?
First of all, Ricky, I just want to say that I have a girlfriend who wants you bad.
All right.
How big a gal is she?
What?
Could we split her and make 2?
Go ahead. She's from Texas, and when she came down and heard your show, she was just like, I want him.
Everything's big in Texas.
Yeah, anyway.
God bless Texas.
First, I'm nervous here, so bear with me. I was dating someone for about 5 years, and all along, he had this brother-in-law, and I've always been attracted to him, but nothing ever really came up out of it. He never really even spoke to me, actually. It was just more like I would look at him and admire him. And he's married to my ex-boyfriend's sister, and they have kids, and they've been married for a lot of years.
Ugh.
And about a few months ago, we went out for my birthday, all of us, and the first time, well, actually, I had told a mutual friend of ours that I had a crush on him, not knowing that he was going to tell him, and he told him. So I guess it intrigued him, and he wanted to see what would happen. So when we all went out, it was the first time he ever acknowledged my existence, and we talked, and we danced, and flirted, and it became apparent that we were attracted to one another, and...
Wait, how old were you when this happened?
22.
And how old is he?
36.
Yeah, okay.
And so anyway, one thing led to another, and it first of all was just going to start out as just, okay, we're going to see each other once a month, and we're just
and he's married with kids.
Yes.
Oh.
And okay, but let me put a footnote in here. He's been married to her, and it's apparent to everybody and their mother's uncle that it's doomed. That marriage is just they hate each other.
Blah 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 blah.
No, honestly, they don't get along. I mean, I've been on trips with them, with the family, and we all went away together and things like that. I mean, it's just they hated each other.
Was she at this function with you when you were dancing with this guy and flirting with this guy?
Yes.
She didn't have an opinion on that? She didn't seem to object?
Actually, she asked him, is she turning you on? And he said yes. And she didn't say anything. She just laughed. And so, and I mean, it was, we were all pretty much intoxicated, so I don't know if she even noticed, but I, like, touched him and everything. I mean, it's like I didn't care at that point, and I was just going to face consequences. But, you know, she never had a clue. And so now we've been seeing each other for 4 months, and we're pretty serious, and it's gotten to the point where we're in love with one another, and he wants to leave her, and he's paying my rent, he's paying for all my bills, and I don't do anything. I mean, so I sit at home not doing anything because I quit my job that I had for 2 years. And
Why does he have to keep you? What is he, in the mafia?
No. He's a hard worker. He works a lot. He owns a lot of
I know, but why can't you be a hard worker? I don't understand why he has to set you up.
No. He asked me if that's what I wanted. I mean, this is absolutely my choice. He tells me, if you want to get a job, whatever you want to do. I mean, he, would give me the world if I asked.
But where's your pride?
I really, at this point, he told me, he said, look, Lizette, I'm going to be working a lot at the beginning of this year. So if you want to go out and find a business that you want to open, I'll open it for you, he said. So,
Right.
All right.
No, I'm serious.
All right. So is he going to... All right. So how often do you see this guy?
I see him every day.
You're his mistress.
Basically. He hates to call it that. But anyway, my problem is right now, I can't seem to get my ex-boyfriend off of my mind. And it's not that I love him, because we had a horrible relationship. I mean, it was that relationship.
And this is your ex-boyfriend's brother.
In-law.
Brother-in-law. Okay.
Sister's husband.
Sister's husband. Oh.
And he doesn't know where I live now. I didn't give him my number, and the only thing he knows is my voicemail number. And so he leaves messages and calls me all the time. And I feel sorry for him, so I call him back. And then, my boyfriend now, this guy, he gets pretty upset because he says,
well, because he doesn't want you
is
running
something
around
straight
on
off
him.
this is going to be on Carney Wilson's show next week or something like that.
It's that he loves him because he's known him for a lot of years, and he says, I want him to get over you and get on with somebody else before.
You know what I have this overwhelming desire to do? I want to take Lisa and I want to shake her like an Etch-a-Sketch and just start over. You know when you make a wrong turn on an Etch-a-Sketch and you just shake it and you just start over again? All right, Lisa, first off, don't take this guy's calls. I mean, the ex-boyfriend. You have to cut him off. You don't want to set the calendar back to zero like we always talk about. Guys will live off of this much hope. You know what I'm saying? So no contact. Don't return the calls. Nothing with him.
Right.
Secondly, look, if you're in love with this guy, you're in love with this guy, fine. But I don't like the part about him setting you up.
Right.
That sounds a little bad. It sounds like you're getting off on the wrong foot, and it sounds like you have no pride.
Well, it sounds like he needs to be in some kind of control of her.
Right.
That he needs to keep her kept. And the whole situation is so horribly chaotic.
Also know that he is going to fool around on you eventually.
Evidently.
Because it is in his makeup.
But what is it with this chaos? I mean, what is it in your past or in your past relationships that sets you up for this sort of thing?
I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. I mean, I've never been in a situation like this.
You're into drama, aren't you, Lisa?
Maybe.
You like the danger a little bit, don't you?
Maybe, but actually I'm to the point right now where I'm pretty fed up with him having to go home every night and to his...
Stop it! You're being an idiot, okay? Forget your ex-boyfriend. Forget this guy, okay? This guy is married, he's got kids, and he's cheating on you. And you're being his little, whore that he just pays you, and he'll pay your rent, and all you have to do is bone him, okay? And if you bone him, he will pay you money. He will pay your rent. So you're his little prostitute, okay? You don't want to be with your ex-boyfriend, because what you're doing to this guy is screwed up. Really messed up, okay? You shouldn't be with this guy because you're being a homewrecker. You should start clean slate. It's 1996. Get a brand new guy, okay? Eventually, no big rush.
Right.
You're not going to do it because the money's good.
No, it's not that.
It is. Yeah, he is. You're all the same.
No, it's not that. It's that I know he's going to leave her. I know he loves me, and it's just a matter of time. And
where is he right now? Where is he right now?
At home.
When was the first time you had sex with him?
First time? Like the date?
When was the very first time he told you he was going to leave his wife?
Oh, not until 2 months after we were...
And how long ago was that?
2 months ago.
He is 2 months. He's still not going to leave his wife, okay? Then you say, if you're going to... Hey, shut up. If he's going to leave his wife, then you say, if you really leave your wife... I mean, he's got kids. If you leave your wife, you call me once you've done it. But you know what? Then let him take care of his relationship. You're wasting your time and you're wasting his. And maybe he could work on this relationship, which he has kids, but he knows that he's got this chick that he pays for that's just sitting on hold. Forget it. It's done, Lisa, okay?
All right.
Now you're going to tell your friend from Texas I'm a prick, huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Loveline will be right back to say something interesting or humorous or something.
Welcome back to the show. I read a fax about the one that said was a girl that started her own, like, she's just a fan of Loveline. Well, she's a he, so I apologize. And if you want to, and this person's a big-time Loveline fan. They're on AOL. It's NOLVCHERUB. And said, thank you for plugging Loveline Club on AOL. You said that you thought I was a girl. Oh, my God. Do you know that you're AOL? I have a tape of the last Loveline of 1994.
Wow.
And you guys were using a Magic 8-Ball, which was cool. You asked the 8-Ball if Loveline was going to get syndicated in 95, and it said,
Not
my
likely.
answer is no. Guess it was wrong.
Huh.
Barry in L.A. Thank you, Barry. See, those things aren't real. Just thought I'd tell you that.
You don't believe in the Magic 8-Ball?
No, I don't believe in that.
What about the mood ring? Tell me that that's not science.
Don't believe in the Magic 8-Ball, don't believe in mood rings, and I'm more and more I'm starting to not believe in those psychics.
But what about just plain, like, bad karma and bad timing? Let me tell you just a very brief story today. Today, I was moving. I have the most anal landlords in the world. I mean, seriously, like, if I hang a picture and bang in a nail, they'll come knocking on the door and want to know what's going on in there. And today, I popped a couple doors off the hinges. My apartment has, like, extra doors that get in the way of stuff, and just like the hallway. So I popped them off the hinges, and I said, I'm putting them out in my storage area, which is like a mile down the road. And I said, if these guys see me carrying these doors out, they're going to pitch a fit. And this is the middle of the day. This is noon, and I go out to the parking lot. Their car's not there. No one's around. The building is empty. It's the middle of the day. I actually run down the hall, throw it in the elevator. I only have to go down one flight into the basement to throw it in the back of the car. The door opens. The manager's standing there. Hi, what's going on? Nothing. Where are you going? Nowhere.
Yeah,
Why's the door with you? And I thought to myself, I really said, I figured out I had about a 1 minute window. This guy's gone the whole morning. 1 minute. 1 frickin' minute. And this guy, the door opens and he's standing there. And I thought to myself, what did I do?
I want to hear what the answer is. And he said, why is the door with you?
I was like, I'm just going to go move it into my store. Oh, you are, huh? I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh.
Yes. And it ended up...
And he went upstairs. You know who was waiting at his door? Ray Milan.
Ray Milan.
Ray Milan was at his front door. We're going to go back to some calls right now. This is Allison from Minnesota. Hey, Allison.
Hi, guys.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, did you make any New Year's resolutions?
No, I made a resolution like when I was 12 never to make those things.
When you were 12?
I don't know. When I was a kid, I thought, I'm done with these resolutions.
Okay.
So I don't make them anymore.
Thank you for sharing. Now, what's up?
Hey, I'm calling in because I have an answer to, like, a pretty burning question here going on tonight. I think I have an opinion about why threesomes are so much of a turn-on. The idea of two girls having sex with one guy. Because the idea of, like, two guys with me or having sex just in front of me turns me on so much. It's insane. And
You like the idea of two guys?
Oh, I love it.
Now, would you want those guys to, like, touch each other and stuff?
Sure, I mean, if they wanted to. But just imagining it, you know?
You imagining it right now?
What?
You imagining it right now?
No, I'm not. What I'm imagining is, well, my current lover, when I told him that, kissed his best friend in front of me, and they're both really straight, but they did it just to turn me on.
They're fruity. They're not really straight. They're fruity.
What?
They're fruity.
They're fruity?
They are. Oh, yeah. But you know what? I think if you took like 1,000...
on the cheek, and I said that wouldn't do it for me. They had to kiss on the lips, and they did that.
I would bet, Allison, if you took 1,000 guys and 1,000 girls, okay?
Uh-huh.
You asked 1,000 guys, which would you rather see, 2 women or 2 men? The guys would say 2 women. If you asked 1,000 girls, would you rather see 2 women or 2 men? I bet most of the girls would say they'd rather see 2 women.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because,
No, I do.
I mean, what are you attracted to? I'm attracted to men and male bodies and male sexuality. This idea of 2 guys in front of me.
Okay, do you think...
turns me on because it's twice as nice.
But having
girl,
sex with each
I
other?
don't want her in the picture. She's competition.
Yeah, but what you would want these two guys to have sex with each other in front of you?
No, I'd be more turned on if they're both paying attention to me.
Right. That's what Ricky's saying. It doesn't. It's not across. It doesn't make the translation. Guys want to see women having sex together, and women want to see women having sex together.
Well,
God bless them.
Sex, that would turn me on too, but.
All right. Well, look, if a guy's nuts was hanging out of his gym shorts, you'd get turned on, Allison. I mean, that's the way you are.
I wouldn't. I'm not into that type of guy.
Even if the bubble gum was stuck to the side of the
She's one of the ones.
Hey, I sat in gum.
She's one of the ones that got some of the stuff away from other ones, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, she got the extra sex. Her sister's cold as ice.
Hey, Heather.
Hi.
You're on Loveline.
Thank you. I am 5 months pregnant, and I found some pictures out of a Playboy magazine under our mattress, my boyfriend and I. And I know that it's like a normal guy thing. It's a curiosity thing. But the fact is that he hid it from me. And, like, all his friends knew that the pictures are here, and I didn't know. And I feel really down on myself because my body is getting distorted. I don't feel sexy. I don't feel attractive.
Right.
And I want to attract him.
And you understand
Only to me, you know, that's,
right.
That's the thing. I want to.
Heather, you understand that his looking at those pictures doesn't mean he's any less attracted to you, or you understand that?
Yeah, I know, but that's just I'm having trouble dealing with my feelings.
And do you also understand how normal your feelings are for a pregnant woman? That both during, after pregnancy, that to have all kinds of doubts, insecurities, all kinds of things. Your body's going through these tremendous changes. And most women feel very insecure and very uncertain of what's going to happen in the future, that their ability to remain attracted to their husband or boyfriend is going to be maintained. These are completely normal things, and I would express them to your boyfriend, and hopefully he can reassure you.
Yeah, we've talked and everything, but, I mean, before I got pregnant, my waist used to be 25 inches. I mean, I'm a little person.
Right.
And I see these pictures, and I see what he's looking at. And, you know, I know what he's thinking, and I want him to think.
Heather, what do you think he's thinking?
Well, just that she's attractive and that she's hot.
Do you think it's possible?
You know, she's got all the right curves in all the right places, and I don't anymore.
Do you think it's possible he was looking at those pictures even before you were pregnant?
No.
He was.
No, because I know. There's more to the story, and I'm not just dragging it all out for you guys. I know when he got the pictures, and.
Heather, guys will continue doing that no matter what. Whether you're pregnant or not pregnant.
I know, but I just don't know how to make myself feel.
The problem is now, The problem is now you're feeling insecure because you don't look the way they do all of a sudden for the first time.
I mean, we have an open relationship.
Heather, you will again.
Wait. What do you mean you have an open relationship?
We've looked at magazines like that together before. I mean,
but not an open relationship. You don't have other partners, right?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I mean we've talked about other women and other things, and we're really open, and that's why it also hurts that he was hiding it from me.
Well,
I've looked through.
He's hiding it because he was afraid it would make you feel. I'm sure he had a sense that you'd feel insecure at this point. He was probably just trying to spare you of that.
And it's not really hiding. It's almost like I would ask the female listeners to look at it this way. It's like you keep milk in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? You keep crackers in the cupboard. Porno you keep under the mattress. It's almost a place that you put it. You know what I mean? You just put it there.
In fact,
you stash it
did you just
in a
advise
place.
the girl to look?
I told the girl to go on a scout. Yes.
What, Heather?
If I would have known that they were here, it would be different. Because, like I said, you know, we've looked at them together.
Heather,
before,
Heather, that's not true. You still would have been terribly disturbed about it, insecure, and you would have been angry with him. I mean, that's a natural way to feel, and that's the way you would feel. Let's face it. I mean, when you're going through changes like you're going through, you would be feeling insecure even if you didn't know that he was looking at pictures. But if you saw him look askew at somebody, it would make you feel terribly insecure in the way you're feeling right now. How far along are you in the pregnancy?
I'm 5.5 probably.
Months.
5, 6, months.
So in a couple months, it's going to be over. You're going to regain
I know that.
You're going to regain your old body, and you're going to have a new priority in your life, and that's going to be the child. And these
he's
things,
still going to be looking at magazines because he probably was before.
And these things are going to seem a lot less important to you. What are you guys going to get married?
Mm-hmm.
When?
I'm not sure when. I mean, not immediately.
I would suspect
we will be together.
And again, I'm terribly confused by the order of things these days. It's have the baby first, then fall in love, then get married.
No, it was an accident.
I understand.
Do happen.
I understand, but I would think you would feel a lot better if you had the security of a commitment from him, a formal commitment, and that may sort of seal things for you if you knew that was in the making for you.
Well, see, I'm not worried about him cheating on me or any of that.
Does your dad have a shotgun?
Yeah.
All right then.
Load it up.
Load it up. Just rock salt in the chamber. Okay.
Sure.
All right. I think she liked me.
I'm going to go to some commercials, and when we come back...
Commercials already?
It's a minute early. Well, just because Lori's talking to somebody, and I can tell it's going to be a good call. She seems excited.
I think it's her dad.
Oh. Is this a taste of how Loveline's going to be in '96? We're talking about threesomes and this girl sleeping with her boyfriend's brother, and during the commercial breaks, we're trying to stump each other with '70s trivia. So if you've got a love problem or question, or you've got some, Drew will be the subject. Your forte will be what?
What?
70s sitcoms
and cartoons.
I'll
sure.
be like crappy new wave songs or 70s songs. All 70 songs.
Yeah, that is.
All 70 songs.
Oh, I would be good. I can help at 70 songs, but I'll go with
movies.
I'll go with TV movies from the 70s.
Okay, so stump us. Or ask us why you have a
Killdozer, possibly the greatest TV movie ever made. Killdozer, about a bulldozer that got upset. Now every TV movie's like, not without my breast, or for the love of the child, or, everything's about, Meredith Baxter Birney in the role of a lifetime because her kid gets taken away by Arabs and she has to go undercover and all. In the old days, it just used to be a piece of farm equipment got possessed.
Because when a car just chased
people.
Yeah,
car just chased people around for 2 hours.
Well, there's a good trivia question for
What?
you. Jerry Van Dyke's first television show.
The Car.
My Mother the Car.
My Mother the Car.
Killdozer. Still the
Anybody with the name Dyke
and
is
a good
in my
band, too.
opinion. Let's speak to Jody, who's calling from Fallbrook. What's up? All right. She just wanted to say, hey, you guys are doing a great job. This is Olivia from River Forest. Olivia's 19, and you're on Loveline.
Hi, Ricky. Hi, Adam. Hi, Drew.
Olivia.
I was just wondering, sometimes I orgasm when I'm working out at the health club, and I was just wondering if this is common and what.
Where and when are you going to be working out next?
Did you hear that call we had earlier from what was her name? Angela from.
She was having orgasm. Right.
She was having the same kinds of problems.
You don't have some instructor having sex with you right there in front of everyone. This is on your own,
do you do those leg spread? Do you do
That's
those
what I
leg
was
spread
thinking.
exercises?
Well, it's like leg lifts.
No, but you do the things where you just spread your legs.
No.
Huh.
You know the machine Ricky's talking about, though.
Yeah.
The inner thigh.
A guy invented it. It doesn't do a damn thing. Guys invented it just to see chicks do that.
Yeah.
Right, just to help enrollment. If I did that, my nuts would fly off and ricochet and put out a speaker or something. I mean, could you imagine doing that, Ricky?
No.
Guys never do that.
Not now.
So what machine are you on when you orgasm?
It's just where you put your elbows on it and lift your legs up.
Oh, yeah, like the stomach cruncher thing.
Yeah,
you hop up on it a little bit.
Right.
It's like a gymnast thing.
Whatever type of motivational thing you need to get you working out, at least you're working out, right?
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
But I was just wondering what causes this, and does it stretch something, or
no?
Does this happen to a lot of people? Because it's not something you really talk about. But
And saying yes, it does happen.
I know exactly which one she's talking about.
Which machine or which
it's
kind?
the one that you jump on and you hold your elbows and you grasp those things and lift your legs up.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not supported except by your arms.
Yeah, it's for your abs.
And I've talked to women about that specific one, and there's
Really?
something that it does.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Every time I work out, I want to throw up.
Wow. Yeah, see, I pulled a muscle masturbating and couldn't work out.
It doesn't have any weights on it at all, right?
Drew,
You rest your forearms on
I
it.
was explaining this 10 minutes ago. You know when parallel bars that a
Yes.
gymnast would use?
Right.
Hop up on the parallel bars, put your elbows and forearms down on the parallel bars,
So you're
and bring
hanging.
your knees up to your chest and work your abdomen.
Right.
What, do I get a chalkboard out? You know what I'm talking about, right?
But she's talking about the one where you have your elbows hooked in.
No,
Drew.
No, Anna's up in a linebacker stance having an orgasm in the next room. It's fantastic.
But why is that?
Yeah.
It for whatever reason stimulates the right area.
But you must have abs of steel, right, Olivia?
Yeah, I do.
Right on.
Now so you will have an orgasm.
Yeah.
And how many reps before the average orgasm?
The first time it takes about 15 to 20 reps, and then after that it could be like 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I never did 15, 20 reps in my whole life on that.
Are you kind of like, you keep it under control? I mean, are you... you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I don't think anybody else can tell, but I try not to,
Yeah, I got to go start I got to stake out. Would it be okay if I just pulled a folding chair out and, like, put a cooler of beer there and just sat there with, like, one of those hats that holds the beer can?
Eating pretzels.
And
going,
like a hockey jersey.
Hey,
and
Ricky, a girl's getting on that leg machine again. I'm like, all right, Adam.
With a cigar.
Think she's going to come?
Sometimes people wonder why I'm on it so much.
or why you've gotten a free membership at your gym for 6 years.
Well.
Thanks for calling, Olivia.
Well, thanks.
I'm going to read an email. This is kind of a nice, innocent little one. Remember, we're still up for those trivia stumpers. Hi, I listen to your show all the time. I'm a 14-year-old freshman in Colorado. At my school, I fell in love with a girl my age and my grade. And I've told her I like her and I've danced with her, but I still don't know if she likes me. But there's a girl who's also 14. She's a French model and a millionaire. She's in 7th grade because of her modeling career, but she's in love with me. I have some feelings towards her, but nothing compared to the girl in my grade. I know you may think I'm a little young, but I would really like some sort of help with a relationship with one of them.
All right, this is a guy.
Yeah.
And he told this girl he liked her, and she didn't really respond.
Right.
And this other one is this French model.
Millionaire chick.
That sounds...
You need another extra sketch with this guy, right?
Yeah.
Just to smack him around and say...
Yeah.
Because as soon as he goes for the model chick, the other girl will probably also like him.
Yeah, but if you tell someone you like them and you don't know they like you, then that means they probably don't like you because they probably would have said something. I say you talk to this one more time and then go after Gigi.
John from Minnesota, you're on Loveline.
Hi. Hey, guys, what's up?
How you doing, John?
Thanks for sharing.
This is like first time I called this, but I was just wondering if it was unusual to like have shakes when you're having sex with a girl. Like your whole body shakes.
You're supposed to move.
Well, no,
Aren't you?
it's not. It's not the gyrate and movement.
Like a seizure?
Well, no, it's just like...
She didn't shove her wallet in your mouth, did she?
No. I just, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, all right, let me explain what happens. I'll tell you what happens. You lock your legs out for a prolonged period of time. See, here's the thing about sex that people don't realize. You could have one of those fireplace pokers 6 inches into your abdomen, and you might not know it for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why rug burns, your legs are all bleeding, but you're still boning away because you're just having sex.
People actually have to have grafts onto their knees and stuff. And you point and you go, what happened to you? You fall off a motorcycle? Like, uh-huh. Oh, no, I was having sex. Like half your knee is on the carpet.
It just hurts. I'll stop. You just keep on going.
Right. So you lock your body out like it's a 2x4, right? And your calves cramp up and all that, and then all of a sudden you start shaking because you've been doing something. Your pain, Doc, help explain this. The pain center in your head has been turned off by the sperm center in your nuts. Am I right?
That sounds really strange.
Yeah, that would be a strange explanation. But I think that there are many reasons that people could shake. Is it after orgasm you're talking about?
Well, no. See, it might be that I'm holding myself up.
Right, so you shake because of muscular exertion.
Yeah, like when you hold your arms up and you're doing a lot of push-ups, you start to shake.
That's right, and that would be normal.
But
all of it could be normal.
Even after I let myself down, I'm calming down.
And again, your muscles will shake for a while after exertion, so that's all normal.
It's all good.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering, I also got another thing, but if you got time.
No, we don't.
All right, that's cool.
But thanks,
That's why porn stars always have big forearms. You ever notice that? Porn stars always have big veins and stuff in their forearms because it's like they're supporting 80% of their body weight with their forearms on. You never notice that?
I'm not looking at the forearms.
Oh, really?
Let's talk to Bill from Minnesota. Bill, you're on Loveline.
Hey, Ricky. Hey.
Hi, Bill.
Hey. How you doing?
Good.
Well, I got a problem. I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years, and I have this growth. It's almost like it started out like a pimple.
Right.
And now it's just kind of grown into a little larger.
Like a cyst?
I don't know what it is. It's not like it's harder than a cyst.
Carbuncle.
Is it in the skin or is it in the testicle?
It's a Rosie Greer's growing.
Well, it's more like in the skin.
Does it have an afro and do needlepoint?
What's the question? What is it?
Well, I was wondering what's the best way to get it removed. I've had options, whether it's laser surgery or, geez, I don't even know. That's
toenail clippers.
Toenail clippers. That would
What ways have been suggested to you?
What's that?
What ways have been suggested other than laser to you?
I think they had one that had to do with cutting off and having skin grafts.
Oh, it's that big. Yeah.
And I don't know. I just want to know.
I would do the simplest way possible. I don't think you need to worry so much about cosmetics. Once it's off, I think you'll be happy. But whatever is the simplest. If they can do it with liquid nitrogen, if they can do it with laser, whatever they can do that avoids much surgery, do
Get your
that.
girlfriend to bite it off.
No. It sounds like it's bigger than
I heard a little more in surgery, I think.
Yeah. They didn't say it has to come off, did they?
No, not yet. They're not quite sure. They said it's almost like a birthmark.
Right.
It's kind of got a light bluish color to it.
Is it in the shape of Abe Lincoln?
Do they think
Not yet. It might grow. Who knows?
Is what we call hemangioma. Have they use that term at all? Like it's like a cluster of blood vessels in there?
No, I'm not sure. I've been meaning to go to different doctors, get some other opinions, but I've been going to my family doctor, and it's...
Well, you ought to go to a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon.
Dermatologist?
Yeah. Okay?
All right.
All right, good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Welcome back to Loveline. I don't know how we got on the idea of... If you have any 70s trivia you want to stump us into, we've only got about 5 minutes left, and Adam's doing movies, and Drew will do TV shows, and I'll do, weird
You'll do
songs.
music.
Skateboard trivia, any 70s skateboard trivia. I'm big on my 70s skateboard trivia. We got Chad from Arvada, Colorado on Loveline. Chad, you're on Loveline.
Hey, it's Arvada, Colorado.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I got a movie from the 70s, like the early 70s. I don't know what the name is, but it's this really cool movie, and there's this really wicked chase scene in it.
Bullet.
Anything Ron Howard was in before
No.
1977.
It was Bullet. It was Steve McQueen, and he drove up
in San Francisco.
A Mustang. I think it was a Boss 302.
In San Francisco.
Could have been the
70 Plymouth Superbird and this little red gremlin.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And this old Dodge cop car.
Could have been 7-Ups. Remember that movie?
Yeah. No, it was about this guy.
French Connection.
No.
French Connection.
No,
He lived in,
it was. Was it Vanished? Did he run into a bulldozer at the end? Vanishing Point. The guy was all beaked up on speed the whole movie.
No,
Eat My Dust.
Oh, yes, it was. You're wrong.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
What movie did Vanishing Point play with typically? When they used to have double features back then.
Damnation Alley.
No.
What?
Butch Cassidy.
Oh,
Used to play with Butch Cassidy.
I thought it was like Steve McQueen movie. I thought you were right with that. But I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know who Mark Hamill is, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, what was his second movie?
Corvette Summer.
Oh, I am so impressed.
Oh, yeah! I was 4 when that came out.
That was the good days when they made movies about cars. Remember the
What
van?
was that, Dan?
It said you're older than I am. You were not 4 when that came out.
Ah, shut up.
You were 14.
I'm a Chevy man. That's why I knew that one.
Remember the van?
What?
Yeah, the van with the Vanessa.
And was Danny Bonaducci in that movie?
I think he was, but it used to be the old days when something got hot, they just made a movie about it. Like when CBs were hot, they made a movie. They made Convoy. When vans were hot, they made a movie called The Van. The whole movie's just about vans.
Car washes were hot.
Car wash.
Okay, let's go to Aldo from Ontario.
Ooh, I didn't watch.
I don't know why, but I'm having fun. Aldo, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say you guys' show is all right. But
Even if we're doing this stuff for the past 4 minutes?
yeah, I like that.
Okay.
What kind of car was on the Dukes of Hazzard?
That was a
Challenger. That was a Dodge Charger.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, the 70, that was like the best muscle car.
What was it? What was the name of it? What's the?
Generally, it had a 01 on it and a Confederate flag on
What's
the hood.
her name? Barbara
Mandrell.
No, the girl that played Daisy.
That's what I was about.
Barbara Bach.
Barbara Bach's been on this show.
She came in
and
and she signed my Dukes of Hazzard
Right,
lunchbox
right.
when she was our guest.
Hey, I'm just thinking, as you guys know that you must have no life.
What?
we didn't used to have a life.
Aldo.
Hey, masturbation's a life.
Aldo, how many times have you been trying to call to ask us that stupid question?
Too many.
Okay, who's got the life?
Oh yeah, you got me.
Hey, happy New Year, bro.
You too.
It was kind of fun. We got 2 more minutes, so we try to see if we got another one.
And we're like a tour de force, the three of us.
Oh,
I mean, the three of us together cannot be
They had
stopped.
a game show, the three of us. I mean, come on. We have gotten everyone people have given us.
Nauseating 70s questions for 1,000.
Dude, you got to watch American Bandstand with it on.
When is that on? You want to plug that?
No.
It's obnoxious
VH1.
trivia, too, the 70s trivia. It was just an irritating time of history.
Do you think we could do a show now with a Confederate flag on the roof of a car?
Mm-mm. No, because the Dukes of Hazzard was the ultimate in white trash.
And Dukes of Hazzard was like #1 for a while. Can you believe
long.
a show that bad would make it? I mean, now #1 you got to beat ER, or you got to beat Seinfeld. Then Dukes of Hazzard with Boss Hogg and Enos, and that grandpa was having sex.
You're on Loveline. What's your name? Hello, Josh.
He's not on hold yet.
Oh, what do I do? Oh, go ahead, Lori. Just punch him through. We've only got time for this last one.
You go.
Josh, you're the last call of the night. What's up?
Hey, okay, I want to know who the voice of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo was.
Oh.
Come on, Adam.
It
was Adam.
No, Shaggy's the guy, the with the T-shirt.
He went like, he was
Pothead.
Huh?
Yeah, Pothead, yeah, right.
He was a pothead.
Right.
Yeah, he was like the original
Those guys were
stoner.
all like ravers.
He was kind of like Bob. Remember Bob Denver's character in Dobie Gillis?
Yeah.
He was like a beatnik.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was that guy? I don't know.
I stumped you?
Yeah.
Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem.
Oh, that's right.
I was close.
Look, everybody's looking at me like I know. Ann
No,
told
that
me
is
in
right.
my ear. Ann told me in my ear, and I think did you know that, Ann? I think the reason they know that is because Casey Kasem uses the same studio, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does. Casey Kasem. Does he sit in the chair that I'm sitting in right now?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
No, he was asking an engineer.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's I had heard that before, Josh. It just slipped my mind. I apologize to the listeners, to the fans.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Here, I got a quick one.
Yeah.
Who in Josie and the Pussycats?
Right.
One of the Pussycats.
Meryl Streep.
No, Cheryl Ladd.
Yep.
Hold on. Casey Kasem sits in this chair I sit in right now. I'm going to leave something for Casey.
Nice. Can we get going, guys?
Yes. Thank you for being part of tonight's Loveline. We will be back tomorrow. And I want to thank Lori for answering the phones. She did it all by herself tonight.
Fine job.
She did a great job. She had all the lines lit up, and then there's 10 minutes. I was like, hey, clear out lines. Let's just get 70s trivia.
I think you yelling at her before the show really worked.
We want some trivia. Welcome back, and sorry about the Chargers. Please join us tomorrow for more Loveline. On behalf of myself, I'm Ricky Rackman.
I'm Dr. Drew.
And I'm Adam Carolla.
Bye.
You have been listening to Loveline. The opinions expressed by Ricky Rackman, Dr. Drew, Adam Carolla, or anybody else on this program are not necessarily anyone's. Loveline producer, Ann Wilcox.